So I'm going to try to do something that would be, I think, pretty cool. And I'm going to go ahead and just document my discovery process on this one. I have a general idea of what I want to do. Let me make sure my audio is not too crazy. Or I think, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is work on my man's issue. So he wants to get the uh, the background here. I like this. He wants to make the background here like transparent, right? So I think that'd be kind of cool. And so he correctly found the uh, the MI, right? And so I'm pretty sure we just need to take a look at this MI and get some more information about it. I'm gonna open up a browser because I'm blind, and we're looking in the content UI widget elements material folder. And I created a batch file that people can use to create folders pretty easily. So I'll show you that real quick. This is a guide I'm working on to get people started for UE. Let me go ahead and just save progress. Let's see. So in the code section, my Tech&A resources, uh, you can grab this file. Did I put it in here yet? I didn't load it in here, so let me go ahead and load it in. Let's see. Grab some music or something to put in the background just a moment. It's not launchers. Where is it here? All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and just zip this so I can throw it in. And it's just a quick folder builder batch file. Let's zip. All right, and let's see, where should I put this? So I'm gonna copy it, and let's put this. Where do I want it? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my quick access, so I can come back and use these tools whenever. We'll just throw this underneath of here. All right, cool. So now I can just use this whenever I want to. All right, so the way this works is you just click on it, and then you enter your path. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got, let me make this smaller. All right, so we've got content, item, shared. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Let's find the folder we need to go to. And that is down here in UI. And I believe it's in replace textures. And let's see, where was it? Oops, not this one. Here, so content UI widget elements material. All right. So that was in replace. I need to go into widgets. And I already forgot because I have a really, really bad short-term memory. Okay, widget elements. Material. All right, we'll go to packages so we can take a look, but we're gonna just recreate this real quick. What is this? All right, that's my other thing. All right, open this back up. So it's not content item, it's content UI widget elements material. I'll just hit enter. So if I go back to that folder, I have a new folder here. So I'm just going to cut this, and I'm going to go into my project. My project is called my project. You can call it Polaris, whatever you have. If you got Conjis, it's called Polaris. But I'm going to drop it into this one, and I'm going to just paste it in, right? And since it's called content, it's just going to go right here and replace this. So if I go through here, you can see that the, let me go back. 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 Let me folder stuff is right here. Nice. What that does also is it brings it into the game. So if I go into UI, it created that folder, but it doesn't always. Sometimes it'll load like all the folders right away, and sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm going to do real quick is just go to recent projects, hit my project, and essentially just reload it. So while that's doing that, oops, let's close those windows for now. Um, oh, and let me go ahead and upload that as well. Let's just throw this in here. So I just unzip that, throw that back file wherever you want it to make your folder at, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look. UE just opened up again. Now you can see that all the folders that it needs to have exist, right? So that's just an easier way than to have to go in and click, 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 do all of them yourself. You can make them yourself as well. Depends on whatever you think is faster. But we're going to go ahead and make this MI. But we need some information. So let's take a look at the MI. Bring this over, full screen. And we're looking at window background, S or U asset. I believe that the small one is for like the unchanging sizes, but whenever your screen like opens up bigger and it has like that gradient, and we can take a look at it. Actually, we'd have to actually look at the material. And I think, I don't know if there's a texture for this one. Let me see. I did a mod with this and I just changed the texture. So, but let's look at I'm looking at the material real quick because I'm looking for a blend mode to see if it's, okay, so the blend mode is translucent, right? So that's good to know. And if we look at the actual image, which is, we also have the parent MI, which is going to be important. I don't know why it's not listing the parent MI. Let's take a look at the parent MI. All right, there's not much in here. Okay, it looks like it's just using this mask here. So let's see. Oh, that's the window outline. That's not the one I want. What I want is, let me close these. It's that background one. It's this one. Okay, there we go. See, there is the little faded image that we want. And let's take a look at it. So this MI is blend mode translucent, so we should be able to make it clear. It's using this texture right here. And if I click on this texture, you see there it is. And let's see what's going on with it. I'm looking to see if it's a DXT5 or it's a PFBC7, so it should have an alpha with it. It's not going to tell me about alpha or anything, but it should. So, and I know if I change this image completely, it gives me something brand new. But it's set to translucent, so let's take a look here. We've got an opacity map of 0.3. We've got refraction bias. There's really not much to it. It's just a material, and it's an unlit. So I'm not sure what we can do with this one. Let's take a look at this real quick. And it's just a translucent. So whatever, let's just try to make it and see if we can make any changes to it. So I'm going to create the MI for it. but I'm going to create the MI. So we're going to use like a whole parent system for this. So I want the parameters of the MI to be accessible, right? But I can't use the MI as a custom right now because I'm not sure how it's going to react and how it's set up. So I'm going to use like a pass-through method and build it based on the uh, on this one, on this base material. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this base material. Um, let's see, UI widget elements material normal window. So it's in the same area, but where is it? UI normal BG. Oh no, it's an M, so it's gonna be up here. Okay, so it's in the same window, so that makes it easy for us here. So I can go ahead and create a material. Boom, there we go. So we're gonna open up the material, and I just want to make sure the parameters are in here that I need to use. So I'm using the parameters that are found in the MI that I'll be using. So refraction depth bias, I don't really do anything with that, so I'm not going to change that. Let's see, texture parameters. This is the texture that's going to be loaded. So I'm going to make that parameter. So I'm just going to go here and hit texture parameter 2D and name it that, and we'll just plug this right here. We also need to change the blend mode. So we'll change the blend mode to translucent. Don't. All right, so now we've got this, and we've got an opacity section here. Let's see. Oops, that's the wrong thing. And we've got it's set as an unlit material. So I believe if we click on here, we can change this to unlit, like so. All right, and you'll see that we no longer have this section here. So we can keep it there and it'll still work, but we're gonna move this down to emissive, and I'm gonna assume that opacity goes into here. There's no what's it called, opacity values set up. One second. All right, cool. So we got that set up, and we're just gonna need a texture to put in there. Let's get a texture that's the right size. So what I typically will do in just about every situation is create. I'm gonna grab the exact one from this game. So let's grab that first. So let's go back to textures, and I want to grab this BGS. And I'm just gonna right click, save as PNG. Nice. There we go. All right. And I can click on here to go directly to wherever it outputted. And I want to go ahead and put it into my game. So, or into my editor. So let's go ahead and grab it. But we need to make a place for it. I'm going to close that. It's going to say, do you want to save? Say yes. All right. We're just going to make the folder since we already have the path set up, right? I'm going to say texture. Let me see if it's texture or textures. It is texture. Yep. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and import it. And since I already have the path to it. I'm just gonna copy the path. Drop it in here and grab it. And then I also like to try to set up my textures to match. So if I look at F model, I see that it's a BC7. Let's see what else. Any other information? I don't think any of this matters. Yeah, just a BC7. So if I want to change it here, right now it's default to BC1. We'll set this to. All right, I have to zoom in because I am blind. All right, where is BC7? I thought I saw it. Where did it go? Am I tripping? I hear it go BC7. It has an optional alpha. The alpha for this one is all white. So let's go ahead and save. That didn't change anything. It's just how you view what it is. All right, so there's our stuff. Let's just hit save all. And I can go over here and we can load that into this, right? So I can go here, click on this, and then with this selected, we'll go down here and then hit this arrow and it will bring it in. So now I have that. And if I set it to square, we got the same thing that we see. Okay. Now let's see. Let's go ahead and do some just general changes to the texture itself and see what happens. So I can change the hue here. Those are all ugly, huh? Alright, so let's change the hue though. So we'll change the hue to this weird greenish color. And I'm going to change the alpha, the max alpha to like 0.3. Right? Cool, I'm going to save it. Nice. Save. Okay, so everything's saved. And I'm going to go ahead and pack it up. I'm going to create, what do I want? I'm going to create a folder for my data assets. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can chunk your stuff up when you're doing it. This is one of the, I'm still exploring which way is going to be best for me. But I'm going to make a new folder and I'm going to call this chunks. Right. And in this folder, I'm going to create a data asset. So I go to miscellaneous, data asset label, primary. There we go. And we can set this to a name. And I'm going to name this, I'll give it like chunk 705. And I'll call this background test. And now in here, I'll set my priority to 1. Set this to 705 as the chunk ID. Set this to always cook. It normally, if I was going to include everything within a folder and any of its subfolders, I would just click on this label assets directory. But instead, I'm going to use an explicit, and I hit plus to allow me a slot to add. And I'm going to grab what I want. And I still have to do one more thing. So I want to make sure that I'm grabbing the texture. Boom. And I can go ahead and save. And what I need is I can't use this M, right? This is not a built material. It might work, it might not, but to make sure I'm just gaining all like the pass-through information, I'm gonna go ahead and make a instance off of it. And that instance, I want to match the instance that I was referring to initially, right? That the game already has. So it's this MI here for small. make sure it's named the same. And when I open this up, you can see that whatever was put into this one is automatically flowed over. But I'm going to make sure this should actually be a default image instead. So what I'm going to do is go back into here, and I'm going to clear that image so it's just the default engine image. That'll make it easier if I want to share this with somebody. Now in here, I want to go ahead and put that texture. So I can select, make sure it's checked on, and then I can select that to put the texture on. And so this is my parent. It's gonna, so what Unreal is gonna do, or the game is gonna do, it's gonna load it. It's gonna see that this is a new patched item. It's gonna look at the data in the item and feed the data based on where it's being referenced. And this is telling it to go ahead and look at this material and use that information, and then grab this texture from this location. You hover over it, you can see that the texture is set. When you're copying, moving stuff around, the references don't always change. In a lot of cases, they don't change at all. So say you made a copy of this material, put it somewhere else, and you made a copy of the textures, you might assume that the textures are being referenced to the copy, and they aren't. They're going back to the original. So if you did that and you put it in a pack and you just kept your new textures and your copied stuff, it won't load anything because it's still looking at the old stuff. So that's something to keep in mind when you're dealing with materials. But I digress. So we have this set for barely visible, and let's see how this works. I also need to make sure that I'm including it in my chunk. So I'm gonna go back to my chunks here, and I'm gonna add another one. You can also search for it as well. So let's see, I think background. I don't remember the name. Here, Bill. But window. So I want the MI, right? There. All right, so that's pretty much that. We're gonna go ahead and test that out. I'm gonna go to platform. We're gonna go to Windows, package project, make sure it's shipping. So either have it set with your project that it's shipping, or have it set here that it's shipping, and then package. Save it to your root folder of your project, and it will do its thing. In the meantime, let's take a look at the other one and see if there's any difference. So there's the background small, and then the background, I guess, general, which is this one. This one doesn't have an image set to it. But I believe there is a larger image here. So there's, all right, or is this the smaller image? Where is the little one? Okay, I think this is the expanding image, and this is the small image. So this is the image that will load like in the beginning when it shows you that little box in the beginning. It should load this one. And then this one, I believe, is like in the practice mode. When you go into the menu and you open it and it expands, it's this one. Get some music. What we got going on? Yo sé que te gusta. All right, there we go. I don't know, just a little bit in the background, you know. But yeah, if you're getting into modding, you're trying to figure out what to do. There's a lot of information and a lot of people to discuss with on the modding Zaibatsu Discord. Now look at that, it's nice and done. All right, so pro tip, I like to use quick access shortcuts for a lot of my stuff. So I have a shortcut for the packs that get cooked, the mods that I'm gonna load, and just other stuff. So in this case, you're gonna go to my project, wherever you save your stuff. You're gonna go to Windows, then your project name again, content, and then packs, and that's where your stuff is going to show up. So I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna hit copy. I'm gonna go to this other tab, make sure it's set to mods. And these are my mods in here. And so let's go ahead and make a new folder. I put all my stuff in folders for right now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to organize everything. We'll call this one demo. And we'll say background. And I'm just going to paste those folders in there. While they're all selected, I can hit F2, and then I hit the right arrow so it goes to the end of the phrase, and then I type in the number and then P. I don't know if that helps at all, but for me it's easy. It's just something I've started doing, so do it or don't do it. But F2 will allow you to change the name of all of the file names without changing extensions at one time, because they need to match. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what's affected in game. Normally when I'm testing something, I'll try to do one thing at a time, like change the color, then change the opacity. No, but there's no opacity parameter, so that leads me to believe that opacity is just predetermined. So let's see. I need to find an example of. See, okay, so it's green, but it's not transparent. All right, so what do? So we changed the color, that worked successfully. We created a material, that works perfectly. Look, we've got this ugly green color now. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we can do. Now what I should have done, and what I think I'm going to do again, is jump back into Tekken and look through some of the UI elements and see if there's anything that has transparency already in it. Because my next step is going to try and replace the base material and use a different material that has opacity in it. So in this case, it's not pulling from anything. They have no intention of that area to be transparent, so it's not set that way. I think the actual Tekken logo is transparency, but let's see. Is that? Nope, that's not transparent. Wait, is the? Hold up, go. Bring your fist over there. Let's see. It looks like the customization logo up there is. See? Looks like he's going. Is it? I think so. Yeah, looks like it. So I need to find those. All right, I need to find those little tabs. All right, so let's see. I gotta do some research. So I'm gonna say. It still makes sense for it to be in elements. We've got UI. What is this select box? Functions. We go into the texture side first. Let's see. We got scroll box. What is a scroll box? That's just a white image. A table line? Nope, I don't think that's what I need. I don't think that's what I need. Let's see, select line, common black bar, connecting, loading, saving. Interesting, interesting. Alright, this is a background glow. We'll see, background normal. Okay, that looks like that, okay, this might be what we need. Oh wait, this is a select line glow. Let's see, what is this? Nope, I don't think that's it. Maybe a select tab glow. I don't think that's it. It's a hover. That's either select plate. This is alpha. What is this? It's a P7. So this is just a blank alpha. So this is the button select plate. Is this the game stuff? Let's see. So nothing's really changing with regards to how this is set up. Now these ones have that, looks like a scrolling, like, I don't know if that's a hover. Let's see, I don't wanna, let's go here. It's like an outline. And that looks like that table line we were looking at before. And I don't think this is right here is not see-through at all, right? This top part up here is. So let's see. Let's see, icon clear. It's just an icon. It's a Windows shadow. So I'm gonna need to figure out what that is. Shadow on. Let's see, is there a shadow on these? Okay, so this is like a hover, and then there's a selected, and it's got that little fade in there, right? So, and it looks like it's probably using one of those textures we already have. So, take a look at. All right, let's go back to material. Button, select. I don't think it's a button though. So this is the window. This is the window outline. We know it's not these two. New select line. Maybe it's a select box. Let's see, what does a select box rely on? It just says translucent. Select box. Let's see, is there a hover? Box G. image. No. It's gonna take some time. Base color box. Let's see. Nope, I don't think that's it. I don't think it's a regular button. What is this? Tone down? It's not either. What is it? Click BG. This is a tough one. I don't know which one is what. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So, look, this is a custom. I don't know what this is. Let's see. This is what, a base material, but I need to find a material that's actually using it, right? So, let's say font hover. Do we have anything that shows opacity is what I'm looking for? And this just says nothing. Type. Let's see what else we got. Let's say select box. Got anything? I'm just looking for anything right now. Give me some. Give me something to talk about. No parameters in this one. Button click, parameter, 0, refraction, image. Oh, I think that's just a switch. Doubt that frame. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to find anything here. Let's look at set of elements. I know we should have some stuff here, I believe. Like, so there's the versus screen, right? Versus guy. And if we go to, this may or may not work, I don't know. So let's go to versus, we got screen dust. I just want, not the character name. What is Sunoco? Sunoco. It must be like the, oh, I think this is like some animated dust or something. What is screen effect? Okay, I think that's like a moving thing in the background. Would it just be drawing? This is an animated. I think this is creating the verses, like before the verses actually shows up. Blush, spits, character. Heat map gradient. Oh, am I in the material? I don't want the material. Am I? And I can try this one. I don't know how it's going to work. Let me look also, instead of in the widget itself, because sometimes the widgets are just like placeholders, not all the time, but sometimes, see if they would be in the replace texture section. So we've got Makui left. These are all the characters. This is their art here. But are these materials? Let's see if there's materials in here. Nope, these are all replace textures. Okay. Show. What does that mean? So, oh, we got common materials. What do we got in common materials? We got desaturation. We got an add. We got a basic. UV image index. I don't think we got UV scroll masked. I don't know what's using this though. That's the problem. I need to find a material that's actually using this. Is a blend mask, so we can get that. It's not exactly the translucent that we want, but it might be helpful. What's the character name? I don't know if the character name is it a mask? It's a translucent again, it's unlit. Not sure what they're using that for though. Hey, what the hell's going on my screen? Alright, what other stuff could I possibly use? Alright, we got a quick select. Where's the main menu? Oh, this is the main. I think this is where I was at before, right? Main menu. Oh no. Okay, so I've got the mouse over frame. That might just be the frame. Here we go. We got a background gradient. Where is it? Is it this? This teeny tiny thing? I know we've got this base, which I can't tell if it's what it is. So let's go ahead and grab it. And it looks like it's translucent. So it looks like this might be the thing that I want. So this has the banner base. So that might be what I'm looking for. Let's see. Is the banner here somewhere? I need something calling to that. There we go. Banner cursor. Oh, right. Huh. All right, we got banner cursor mask. What about this? In here. Banner cursor mask, banner cursor half. What about a shortcut? Oh, where is it? It would be really good to know for sure that it's in here. Okay, this one's using a mask. All right, so let's take a look. So we got a light parameter button select frame. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But this is the only stuff we have for that. Let's see, we got a curve. That's the animation curve, line curve. No. Options. Can't think of any other name for it except for banner, and it looks to fit what I need to fit. Oh, look, we got subtitles. Subtitle materials? What is that? Oh, it's drop shadow. Okay. Um, hmm. So UI, because it's just using this stuff, using this mask. Oh, that's just the outer border. All right, so I don't think banner is the thing that I want. but I don't know where it is. I mean, I want to say it's in Elements. I can't think of why it wouldn't be. It's a UI. Retainer text, retainer color. These are outlines, right? Yep, I don't want that. These are loading icons. See the button hover over mask. Nope, it's not an active iron. I'm gonna have to do some trial and error. I feel like it's not a button though. That's the thing. This is a select box, but there's no texture set to this one. Unless it's using this basic button texture. Side fade. I need to see something using it. I guess I'll just look for anything that gives me some type of chat count, chat add, information bar. I don't know what that is. All right, so this is the one that we want to change, but finding it. See, color mask half. What is this? That's not it. Could just start changing stuff. Uh, all right, let's see. Let's try some stuff. Okay, so I know where it is, but I don't know what to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a base material or something that I know is see-through. Titles. Title logo. What is that? Oh, this logo? Okay, yeah, let's try that. We've got the title logo. Um, let's see, you've got this logo here. Blend additive. What is the add? Oh, that's nope, that's not what I want. Um, this should just be the logo itself, I believe. What? Where is it? Title logo. Yeah. And this is just the 8. But it's like below the 8. So I don't want that. I just want this. Alright, let's see what kind of parameters we're working with. We got fade speed. I don't know what that's gonna do. This fade speed is set to 1. We got color texture. We've got a mask texture. Let's see, what's the mask texture? I think this is, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. All right, so whatever, it's worth a shot. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this, I guess. Am I? You know what? No, I can't do that. I want to know what's in the global parameter list. I want it to fade though. Guess I won't know till I try. All right, so what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna base it on this one. So I'm gonna base this material. Let's grab this. And let's go into here. And oh, I gotta make it. So where are we at? Widget. So title and then material. So I'm in widget. Did I forget already? Widget. You have widget? Yep. Alright, so folder title. And let's turn this off. And I'm gonna make a material called that. And this is a material that has a name on material instance. I'm not using it. This is only going to be a reference to set up my parameters. So this will not go into my actual mod. So here is the parameters I want to use. I want fade speed, and I have no idea how that's set up. And I need color texture, which is a texture parameter, which is easy to set up. And so there's two texture parameters, right? There's mask and color. So let's grab those. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I want to right click, type in texture, grab a 2D parameter, name it color texture, just pop it in there, whatever. And then I'm going to grab the other name, which is a mask texture. And I don't know how it's set up, but I presume it's like this. So I'll make Control D to duplicate it. Click on there, click on here. Ooh, sometimes it does that. I don't know why. It grabs like the whole file path or something. All right, so we got a mask texture. Typically that would be through a lerp, so it'd be like, um, like this. Let me see what the map looks like. Mask. Okay, so the way lerps work is the A is whatever's black, and the B is whatever is white. I don't know if we have a gradient texture here I can use as a reference. Alright, I'm gonna have one right now. I could just grab them, I guess, from the game just to see. Yeah, let's do that. Grab this. One, actually, I wonder, can I just save it from here? Can I do that? No. And it doesn't just automatically bring it over here either. That's what I wish. I'm like, why can't I just... Oh, wait, maybe I can. Cool, hold on. Save texture. What? Nice. Okay, cool. I didn't know I could do that. I learned something new. Nice. So I can just click on it here and then save it directly from this tab. Bam. I don't know what all these are. Close, close. Let's open this up again. Are these in two different locations? They are. Boo. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our folder. I don't wanna. So I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna grab. Oh, is it just in tam texture? Alright, never mind. That's easy. That's easy. Right? Content UI widget. I just do these two. Oh, and actually, guess what I can do? I could take this, right? I can grab this. Hold up, is the title in here? Because there's nothing else in these folders, what I can do, and this is just if you understand how folders work, you know. I can grab these, I can just say, no, I'll copy them. And let's go to content folder. And what are they in? Widget or something? UI, widget, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just paste them. Nice. So now let's see. Do they just show up automatically over here? We'll find out in a second. It says look, import. Go ahead and import them. Okay, so I brought the two textures in. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so where was I? I was at title, so let's go to this one. And I kind of want to see what's happening, right? So this is the logo. So let's drop the logo in there. And this is the mask. Right, and I'm like, okay, how's this mask working? Or maybe this mask. Oh, and then this needs to be unlit and translucent. Okay, so let's go ahead and unhook that for a second. And let's grab our texture here. And then let's put this one in opacity. See if that gives us something similar. Doesn't look like it does. All right, let's see what happens if I put the alpha into the opacity. Ah, there we go. That looks like it works. So I'm imagining then we'll use, let's see. So I want that. And I want, let's see. Or Okay, so that's fading out that side. So I only think, what if, do I have an invert button? 1 minus or something? Hmm. Crazy. So what is it set up? Let's see. So let's plug this one back in. Bam. Got that. Right. But that's not gonna work because that is the whole thing. So I need the alpha. Set the alpha there. But I've got this mask here, and I gotta figure out what this mask is here for. I think this is a fade mask, to be honest. I don't think this is used for anything else. So I'm gonna just try to use this material. So I believe I mean, maybe I can multiply this with this and get this. I'm gonna assume it's something like that, but I feel like it's also not something like that. Can I change the background here? Let's see. Um, background, hierarchy, live. Okay. I thought there was like change background, preview state. Does it show the background? So it might not need that text in there. I don't know. But I imagine it would be backwards if it was in here. So let's say shift, uh, it's not shift A. I'm thinking of Blender. We'll use that 1 minus and we'll run that in here instead. But that's pretty sharp as well. So I'm not sure what this mask is used for. So let's just do whatever. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna keep that mask, right? Um, and we're gonna change this color texture. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just save this. All right, so let's go back to our material here, right? And this is what we have as a result. But instead of using that as our background, because that did not work, and I might as well just fix this while I'm here. Okay. All right, so because that didn't work, and this is what we ended up with, we're gonna go ahead and change our base material, and we're gonna grab this one, and we're gonna change it. So now it's pulling this data. Now, if we just leave it as is, then whatever's in that base image that we tell it, it's gonna go over. It's not gonna grab the Tekken logo or whatever that we put in there, but it's gonna grab whatever is automatically set for that. So I'm gonna leave this mask alone. I'm not gonna hit anything. It's not gonna pull my mask information. It's gonna look for mask information from uh, from the game. Like this is a parameter that is just being inherited when it's not clicked. But we do want to inherit this one and change it. So in this case, I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to make sure the texture is set to this texture that I created, that we edited. So this texture has alpha issues built into it, right? Let's go ahead and make it a square. So this is our alpha texture. I don't even know which way it's supposed to be. Right like that. But whatever. So I'm going to see if we get any of the properties of the other one in this one. Oh, but as a result, let's see, do I need to change anything? So my current chunk has my texture in it, and it also has this material instance, right? But all I did differently, right, is I'm not including any new texture, so I don't need anything new that way in the chunk. And I'm only using a reference, right? I'm only telling it to go to this location and look this up and use the information that's there. But I'm not actually giving the information because it's already in the game. So that should be trying to get some insight as to why things are or are not done. Let's see how long this takes. It's 8:25. All right, so while that's cooking, let's see what's going on in the Discord. Looks like it's kind of quiet right now. I think everybody's gone to sleep. Oh, I'm about to have to take my kiddo to school. Yeah, right. He's funny. I lost my music already. Got distracted. Ella sabe que con quien está hablando tú me conoces más. No juegues, no. Ella sabe que no estoy jugando, quiero algo más, no solo sexo. ¿Cómo que no fue? Si yo recuerdo que fue ayer, un par de tragos después pa'l cuarto, lo hicimos hasta el amanecer. ¿Cómo que no fue? Sé que te acuerdas lo que te dije, que de tus besos tenía sed, que yo soy serio, no pa' vaciles. No, 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 no. Oye, perdona por todos los males, es que tu mano estaba en mis cabales. Esa es la excusa que dio. Pero perdona, hermosa, no sé si me vale. Ya me di cuenta el dolor de cabeza que pa' mí eres cuando tú empiezas. De un lado a otro, como una pieza que se perdió en un rompecabezas. Tell me, porque yo no entiendo. Silly, es como me siento. Que yo soy un bobo, pues que nunca aprendo. A que las mujeres no aprecian lo que yo tengo. Tell me, porque yo no entiendo. Silly, es como me siento. Si yo recuerdo que fue ayer, un par de tragos después pa'l cuarto, lo hicimos hasta el amanecer. ¿Cómo que no fue? Sé que te acuerdas lo que te dije, que de tus besos tenía sed, que yo soy serio, no pa' vaciles. No. Alright, what did that take, like 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes? All right, I don't even remember what section I checked. Oh, look at that. There we go, baby. That worked. All right, so that's great to know. So where did I test it at? I think like I don't even remember. White Lounge? No. Oh, but all of them are small like that. So if you want it clear, that's how you do it. Cool. So how am I going to share this with people? Oh yeah, let's take a picture and show. Um, where was I looking at before though? I don't want to like go into a gallery. No. And it's still not that top one as far as I can tell. It might be though. Oh, I think he was looking in customizations. Oh, I didn't know. There's so much of the game I still haven't even looked at. I've just been modding and playing a little bit. Um, More so learning how to mod than anything. So no, it wasn't. Okay, so this is a different background. So let's go ahead and update it for that background just to make sure it's all set. All right, here, but I can use this as an example. Oh. Let's see, figured it out. Okay, cool. Nice. So I can use this. So I want to give this to people as well. So what I'm going to do is I need to go into here, and I've got my tools here, whatever. Let's go ahead and make a folder. And we're going to say content. UI, widget, title, material. Right? So I want to create this folder. And what I want to do is I want to put the uncooked asset into there, right? And let's find the uncooked asset. So if you need to find an uncooked asset, I will show you where it's at. So you'll go to your UE5, wherever yours is. Go to your project, and you're going to go to just the content folder, not saved or anything else, just content. Then follow the path to whatever it is that you want. And in this case, I want title, material here. So I'm just going to copy this, and I want to put it in this folder that I made. And boom. There we go. And it should work. So you should be able to just drop this folder directly into your content, into your, what is it, root stage? Let's be the name. Right? See, content. Yeah, right into the root folder of your project. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this. More options, 7Z. And I'm going to test it out in a second here. And we're going to call this one MI UI underscore CT logo underscore used to make reference for trans UI. And that's a lot of words, but that's what it's for. We might be able to go further, and I might test that in just a moment. So instead of using this, I might use this as the basis. All right, I can use this as the basis, and then, but it's whatever. But we're just passing data through. But I do not want to add this into a folder. So we've got this here used as a reference for items for translucent utilities. All right, so let's go ahead, and now what I should be able to do, now I should be able to go into, let's see, what was the name of the other folder or the other background piece? Where was it? Elements, I believe. So we can go back into this material, and where's the one that I changed? Here, this one. So normal window BG. So we'll make that one. And I should be able to just essentially duplicate it, right? So let's go ahead. So I've got this here. Oops. I'm going to duplicate it. Boom. All right. I'm going to open it up just to make sure everything looks right. So it still looks the same. It's still using the color texture. It's still using the same location. And it's still using the same logo. So that's good. I'm going to make another change though. We're going to go ahead to texture, and this texture is actually unchanged, right? So just to show you, I just made some edits when it cooked. So when it cooked, it came out different, but in reality, there's been no change to it. So if I take this back down to 0 and I turn this back up to 1, I've got my original image. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down to 0, and now it's completely clear, like it's completely gone, right? It's just an empty area. And I know that works now, where it's going to feed off of the alpha of the actual image to get it. So I'm going to hit save all, right? So that way that is saved. I'm going to go back to my folder that I made for me, my chunks. I'm going to open this up, and I want to make sure I add that new material in here. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's grab, oh, I gotta change the name. So I just duplicated it and it just adds a 1 to the end. I need to have one that doesn't have that S at all. So we'll do that. So I've got BG underscore S and BG. So we can go ahead and save that. Save all. And we'll go ahead and cook it again. Then I always like to open this up and save this once again. I don't think you have to. I just do it. I'll go ahead and package it. Same place. Beautiful. And this took about like 4 or 5 minutes. So this is at 8, so 8:45 it should be done. So that's the process, right? That's the process of going through and kind of looking at things and trying to figure out, okay, what's the right thing? I spent most of this video trying to figure out which one to try. Um, or I could have just did what I ended up doing at the end, just kind of like winging it, grabbing one, building it, seeing how it works. This one worked out great. It's working out quick, so we can do that. I could probably go in and start digging around more to find the different ones. Um, but for now, I'm just gonna leave this one as is. I'm gonna do, as you can see, my Azucena doesn't have any textures on her, right? So I'm gonna take a look at some things and we're gonna map some things out um, in the next stream. I'm gonna take a break, do a couple of things after this is tested and works, and then I'll probably come back um, later and work on that because I know people are struggling with the customize. And I've been debating on whether or not I want to build a guide on customization and do some more deep testing on it, or worry look into how to create a easier customized asset to use. I'm on the fence, you know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook. Let's see, anything else coming up? Remove the notepad. What is this? Is this Tekken 7? Why are we in Tekken 7? Who's using Tekken 7? All right. I think everyone's gone to sleep in the last American room. No, it may be. What is that? I don't know what they're talking about. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. All right, so we go to packs. Let's grab our mod up there. Um, let's delete. All right. Why can't I delete it? Because the game is on. I gotta turn the game off. All right. All right, so what I'm looking for is just blank backgrounds for the windows. But the important thing to know with this material is there's no parameter for it. So if I want it to be alpha, it's going to be whatever alpha I set the actual texture to be. Also, I believe if you use a DXT1 in this situation, um, there we go. Look at that. Boom. I keep forgetting what areas. Oh wait, was I in custom? Wow. What? I didn't know you could do that right from this menu section here. All right. There we go. Now where is this stuff at? Boom, done. Okay, so I could go in further and get the line outlines and all that stuff, but let's go ahead and get this out to the masses, right? So let's go ahead and take a picture. Doesn't matter. Okay. You know what I haven't done? I haven't made a template for um I need to make a template for like any previews and thumbnails and stuff that I'm working. I think I'm gonna use the YouTube thumbnail size. What the heck is going on? Hey, my PC is on fire, bro. Y'all don't even understand. We're working it to death. All right, YouTube thumbnail dimensions. All right, 1280 by 720. 1280 by 720. All right, cool. That's how I'm gonna hit that. Let's go ahead and put this like this. See where else does it show up? I think this shows up in practice mode. Was there a flash? Am I seeing flashing? Oh, maybe. Oh, it's also you can change those. That's fun. Those are fun to change. I changed them in the demo. Oh.
Get ready for the next battle.
I think in the practice mode is where you'll see the biggest evidence, or in the menu, to start menu, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Oh, my system is on fire, y'all. My FPS is normally not this crazy. It is like my PC. I could probably get 3rd-degree burn on this thing right now. All right, there we go. Look at that. Look at. Oh, get out of here. Looky, looky. I don't know if there's any other examples. Let's take a look at move list. Oh yeah, look there, move list. It's fun looking, right? Let's see, how should this be set up? Maybe I should take a bigger picture. What does that stop it? Yeah, I'm so lazy because I'm gonna do this, but I'm not really gonna put any name with this thing. I'm just gonna be like bloop. I guess. I guess I'll put a name with it. Um, let's go say transparent backgrounds. It's like bold. What is this? All right, so we're gonna do that. All right, that's kind of cool. And let's go ahead and set this as let's just put a stroke on it. Stroke. I'll make the stroke. All right. Okay. And then we're gonna change. Wow, I'm not spell. All right. Let's transparency. All right, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna set it to centered. I guess I gotta move it now. And let's add an outer glow. Do I want that? Or do I just want a stronger? Maybe not make it super. Or just nothing. Just nothing, because I don't know what to write. That's why there's nothing. I have to come up with a banner soon enough. Trans backgrounds. All right. Let's go ahead and set it up. That's kind of cool. Show options, zip. Nice. All right, we'll go to the tech and mods. There we go. That's it. Installation. I guess I'll put the location. Modes. Tags. Transparent. Audio. Background. Let's see mods. Did it load? Okay. All right. All right. All right, it's live, baby. Mhm. New stuff. Boop. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so that's all for that. That took a while. Definitely did. Let's see how long this stream was. Time, an hour and a half. Like, it's about 2 hours to get all that process done. Bleh. That sucks. Too much time, in my opinion. But I learned some things, so that's definitely good. We've got some stuff out there. Um, I need to start logging my tools somewhere. All right, it'll get back to me whenever they're done. But that's it for this stream. I'll probably be back on later. I'm gonna do some material stuff, customized material stuff, things of that nature. I want to take a look at. Um, and then I've got to do a couple more tests. And once I've got a couple more tests done on like what I would say is the popular method of getting models together, then I'll do a demo from the beginning to the end of that, and just kind of really just try to focus to just get from point A to point B. If you are still here and you want to get some more information, my GitHub has all of the information as I'm learning it. Plus, there's the Zaibatsu Discord, modding Zaibatsu to go. But in my wiki, I've got a crap ton of things that I've been just digging. I've got information on the rigs. I'm looking at the customization, um, how we're setting up our different workflows. I'm starting to take notes. I got a starter's guide that should get you. I think it's going to be crucial to just getting your Unreal Engine set up properly right from the get, so that you can just do this whole process and then you'll be ready to go for whatever mods you want to do. So I'm trying to get those bare bone basics documented and set up for people. It's in process and not finished yet, but I'm getting there. We've got different resources, all kinds of different things that I'm finding out. Some of it might be too um, involved for some, but it's a lot of here. Just raw data is set here in this info dump, and these are set where you can just click on them and they'll go right to where you want. So you need the character names. If you're not sure, they're here. I have to add some of the new ones because I don't have some of the new ones, but It's a lot of information, data, different things and examples you can go through if you so choose. And that's up to you. All right, but for now, I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in the next one, I guess.